boat.
This is our Ginu. It's sort of like a canoe, but it's more, it's wider, it's got a flatter bottom, it has these little ridges in it. We've got a motor on it back there. Yeah, we've got a little electric motor.
Car battery.
We're in some deep reeds, so we don't want to...
See the reeds?
Lest we get stuck. Anyways, Gabe's going to talk about the nitrogen cycle. A lot of it has to do with all these plants. See, there's a fern or a frame over there.
Yeah.
All these animals and plants.
So yeah, all these things live together in the water over here. So basically what happens is these plants live their lives sucking up carbon dioxide and making raw structures out of sugar stuff.
Cellulose, glucose, a lot of different complex organic molecules.
Yes. And when they die, nothing happens. No, I'm just kidding. A lot of complex things happens, and one of those things is called being eaten alive by bacteria. Now, the more scientific term for it is decomposition.
We prefer calling it being eaten.
Yes. So the plants are eaten alive, or dead actually, because they've died. So they're eaten dead, and so the bacteria poops out nitrogen, because it sucks in nitrogen from the air and poops out nitrogen. It eats these plants, and breeds a load of stuff, and eats the plants. Now,
this is a story all about how my life got flipped, turned upside down, and I'd like to take a minute, just sit right there. I'll tell you.
Here specifically, underwater, it's an anaerobic process. So what's happening is it's probably converting most of the food it eats into methane.
Swamp gas. That's where that term comes from.
Because it happens in swamps a lot.
Alright, anyways, the anaerobic respiration occurs underground, or at least in places where there's not a lot of oxygen to get. And that makes methane, which, as Gabe was saying, is called swamp gas. And what happens to the swamp gas is that it gets eaten, or rather absorbed by other types of bacteria.
Yeah, once you get into this stuff, it gets really hard to move. It's like moving through sandpaper.
There's no gators on this lake.
Yeah.
Just the crabs.
Nice, safe lake with no gators.
We have horns.
I wonder why there's no gators. There might be no gators because it's poisonous because of all the experiments we did on this lake.
Oh yeah, we did thermite on this lake. Why don't we do that again sometime?
We've got of different shapes and sizes that make all different sorts of noises when you blow through them. Here. I don't know if you can hear the echo, but it is loud.
So anyways, where were you?
Nitrogen cycle.
That's right.
So once this nitrogen is deposited into the soil, it is used by more plants as fertilizer. And actually, people use this process to make fertilizer. They get a bunch of dead plants, they stick them in a box or barrel or whatever you prefer, or they prefer, and they let it sit for a while with bacteria, and the bacteria poops out nitrates, and then those nitrates are really good for more plants to eat. That's pretty much it. And then those plants die, and then bacteria eat them, and then
Cycle continues.
the cycle of life.
The circle of life. Sorry.
So there's a little island over here that we like to go to sometime. I think we've only been to it once, but still, we like to go to it.
This will make two. Hopefully.
Hopefully, if we can get through the lily pads. We only have one ore this time. Last time we had two, I think.
Yeah. The lily pads aren't as dense for the season, so at least it's not summer. If it were summer, I think we wouldn't be able to get to it. But since it's winter, we can get to it pretty easily.
Another cool fact about the nitrogen cycle, lightning has its role. So lightning actually produces nitrogen dioxide, which can dissolve into the water, making nitric acid, and then that can react with other stuff to make other nitrates. So lightning actually makes a lot of nitrates. It's interesting.
We'll be at the island in probably a minute or two. It's so close, but actually getting to it.
Yet so far away.
You can hear the lily pads brushing up against the hole now.
A little while ago, we were planning on actually making some of this nitrates, and what you can do is make a compost pile, and once the compost pile is done, you dissolve out all the nitrates, and then you react it with some sort of wood ash, which has a lot of potassium carbonate in it.
A lot of lye.
Yes, and so the potassium carbonate will react with any of the nitrates to produce the more favorable potassium nitrate, which can be used in gunpowder, and I think it's a better fertilizer too.
Yeah, I think it is, actually.
Because plants really like potassium ions, turns
Yeah.
out. Especially bananas.
It's crazy.
Do you think bananas concentrate the radioactive ion or isotope of potassium, or it's just the same as in soil?
It might just be where bananas grow, I don't actually know.
That would be an interesting experiment.
Yeah, we're coming up on the island here.
There's this little alcove dug out.
Not by us, other people have been here.
Yeah. There'd be no way to get to this island otherwise. It's surrounded by these dense thickets of weaves. Weaves?
Leaves.
Thickets? Reeds? Things. They're just dense. That's all you need to know.
There's a bird there.
I bet there's tons of methane produced in here.
Well, we could actually poke some out.
Oh yeah, if we use a pipe, you'll probably see bubbles come up if you poke the dirt.
A lot of really interesting flora and fauna here.
It's a nice little ecosystem, untouched by most people. I'm not sure if anyone ever used this island in the past.
There's stuff on it. Like, tents and things. Alright, so we've come ashore. There's a turtle shell. There's our boat out there in the thickets.
We had to march through all that goop.
Yeah.
We didn't bring any shoes, but
Who needs shoes?
that might be a problem
probably
going
us.
through this terrain. But
So we're gonna explore this island a little bit.
we can find a little bit of a less pokey path.
Yeah. Snakes aren't out; they're all freezing to death.
Here we go. Nice little fallen branch here. Looks like a trap.
There's a sandhill crane in the distance. Yeah, let's go forward a little bit. Plastic bags, beer cans,
Yep,
lots
people
of
camp
beer
out here
cans,
sometimes.
chairs.
Hammock.
It's a pretty nice island.
Yep. Fire. This is a pretty thin hammock. If I can lay in it. Looks pretty old. Now that's
Nice.
science right there.
That is science. This is the Science Channel. There's a bunch of things of wood over there for some reason. Fallen trees from the storm.
Falling over.
I was hoping to catch that. Beer bottle.
Did we go all the way around here? Like all the way through here?
If we want.
I remember we went up here, but I don't know if we went very far.
Yeah, I think we went through most of the cleared out areas. This fell in Matthew. Nettles.
We cleaned up a little some houses during after Matthew.
Yeah, it's fun.
Pretty devastating in the area we were in, at
You
least.
catch the sun setting over there. So this is quite the little place. There's some baby cypresses over there. They're endangered, I think. Yeah. So that's us, and I think that's it for now.
We've got